Yehovah Svaot Elohim. Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me, and cover me and stir me, and speak through me with your Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness and humility to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself. You shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, nail, behold. Psalm chapter 55. For the leader, with stringed instruments, a maskil of David. Listen, Elohim, to my prayer. Don't hide yourself from my plea. Pay attention to me and answer me. I am panic-stricken. As I make my complaint, I shudder at how the enemy shouts, at how the wicked oppress, for they keep heaping trouble on me and angrily tormenting me. My heart within me is pounding in anguish. The terrors of death press me on down. Fear and trembling overwhelm me. Horror covers me. I said, I wish I had wings like a dove. Then I would fly away and be at rest. Yes, I would flee to a place far off. I would stay in the desert, Selah. I would find me a shelter from the raging wind and storm. Confuse Yehovah, confound their speech. For I see violence and fighting in the city. Day and night they go about in the walls. Within are malice and mischief. Ruin is rife within it. Oppression and fraud never leave its streets. For it was not an enemy who insulted me. If it had been, I could have borne it. It was not my adversary who treated me with scorn. If it had been, I could have hidden myself. But it was you, a man of my own kind, my companion, whom I knew well. We used to share our hearts with each other. In the house of Elohim we walked with the crowd. May he put death on them. Let them go down alive into Sheol. For evil is in their homes, and also in their hearts. But I will call on Elohim, and Yehovah will save me. Evening, morning, and noon I complain and moan, but he hears my voice. He redeems me and gives me peace, so that no one can come near me. For there were many who fought me. Elohim will hear and will humble them. Yes, he who has sat on his throne from the start, Selah. For they never change, and they don't fear Elohim. My companion attacked those who were at peace with him. He broke his solemn word. What he said sounded smoother than butter, but his heart was at war. His words seemed more soothing than oil, but in fact they were sharp swords. Unload your burden on Yehovah, and he will sustain you. He will never permit the righteous to be moved, but you will bring them down, Elohim, into the deepest pit. Those men, so bloodthirsty and treacherous, will not live out half their days. But as for my part, Yehovah, I put my trust in you. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this fascinating 55th chapter of Psalm? We can be a leader. Cry out to Elohim, trusting he hears your prayer. Plead to Elohim, asking him to reveal himself to you. Request Elohim to pay attention and answer. Cry out to Elohim with your anxiety. Point your energy to Elohim, who is the only one you want to act. Trust wholeheartedly Yehovah. Cast your cares on Yehovah, resting in him alone. Find peace in Yehovah. Ask Yehovah to act against those who are evil. Seek to be led even when with a companion. Guard your heart from most everyone except Yehovah. Walk only with the pure in heart in the house of Yehovah. Seek grace, mercy, and compassion. Call on Elohim, trusting Yehovah will save you. Trust Yehovah hears your voice. Trust Yehovah redeems. Trust Yehovah gives shalom. Trust Yehovah will humble those with pride. Trust Yehovah sits on his throne, and aim to fear Yehovah. Aim to be at peace with others. Keep your word. Speak truth. Unload your burdens on Yehovah. Trust Yehovah will sustain you. Trust Yehovah will keep the righteous firmly planted. Put your trust in Yehovah. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? Encourage trust in Yehovah. Bear one another's burdens. Show full trust in Yehovah. Produce spiritual fruit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, self-control. We'll end with the Aaronic blessing using the name. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and set in place all you need to be whole and complete. Shalom, shalom.